Updating vendor spend in Channel 99 is made as straightforward as possible and most of the time automatic. Any vendors which are integrated within the Settings and Integration screen are automatically reporting spend on a daily basis, so no spend needs to be manually entered. Even non-digital channels are automatically accounted for through the campaign objects in Salesforce or HubSpot. This is set up in the Settings menu under the Your Company menu item. There's a separate training where you and I will review the entire company settings page, but for today we'll focus on what these two fields do before we move on to manually entering vendor spend. We first want to make sure the campaign field toggle is turned to the on position. Some customers don't want non-digital campaigns tracking, so this feature is here to honor that customization since offline channels will compete with online touches when it comes to some attribution types. After turning this toggle on, you will enable the two fields which correspond with the object within your CRM for tracking campaigns. Under the titles Campaign Field and Campaign Spend Field, you should choose the most fitting match to the categorization of your non-digital campaigns. The campaign field is the field you use to categorize your campaigns. This is usually a field called Type or Status Field, like seen in the Salesforce screenshot, but it can be a few others. Our platform will pull in the standard fields from your campaign object for you to choose from, so it's your choice for what's best to use. This field will be what our system uses to categorize campaigns. You will also need to choose a spend field. This is usually an actual spend or budgeted spend field, but this is dependent on how your organization uses campaign objects. Choose the best fit for you, as this is the only option for importing spend for non-digital channels. For all other spend that must be manually entered, let's move on to the vendor spend page found under the settings menu, very near the integration page. The vendor spend page was built to mirror a Google or Excel sheet as closely as possible to maintain familiarity with something all of us are comfortable working with. In its simplest form, this is a list of months on the header column with the current month shaded in a teal and a list of vendors down the left side y-axis, so you can easily fill in your monthly spend for each vendor. We will automatically spread the monthly spend out per diem throughout the month for you. You may notice small lock icons on some vendors. This means they are automatically being reported through an integration, so there's no need to manually enter an amount. You do have the option of adding that vendor as a second line item if you would like to add extra spend if you include extra costs possibly for agency spend or creative and consultancy costs. Let's move into how to do that by adding a vendor and editing the sheet. To edit any vendor, click the edit icon in the upper right corner of the screen. This will place your screen into editing mode and lock any other team members out of the ability to edit at this time. This is a feature to ensure there is no clashes when attempting to save your changes. A message that you're in active editing mode will be present until you save, so you know you are keeping any other admins from making changes. You may now start updating spend by typing directly into the cells. Just as in Google Sheets or Excel, you may use the Enter tab and your keypad keys to quickly punch in spend so it's as fast as possible. If you have fairly steady spend, you may also drag the small square in the bottom right corner of the cell to copy values between cells horizontally or vertically. Adding a vendor is just as easy. Click the plus vendor button in the top left to add a vendor row. A gray box will open asking you to choose a channel and vendor name you would like to add. Vendors are organized by channels, so if there's a vendor that may be found in multiple channels and it doesn't appear in one, you may be able to find it in the other. If you already have the vendor on your vendor spend table, it won't be available here since it's already represented. If you don't find the vendor you're looking for, reach out to our support team at support@channel99.com and ask if it's possible for it to be added. Once you have added the vendor, remember to click the Save and Run button at the top of the page. This will start processing the vendor and open a space on the Channel Mapping Rules section. Once the vendor has been added, you're all set to start adding spend like we covered previously. You're ready to start using the new vendor. Thanks for watching this tutorial on the Channel 99 vendor spend section. We'll see you next time in the Channel 99 Training Center.